SQL interview question and answer. Question number 31. How do you create a report having department-wise employees' last name list separated by comma from the provided data? This question is asking about suppose you have provided a data which contains department and employee last name along with other columns, and you have to create a report containing department-wise last name list separated by comma. To aggregate string value by concatenating them into a single string with a specified delimiter, we use LISTAGG aggregate function. We have provided here syntax. Syntax is LISTAGG column name at which we have to provide the list. After then we have to provide delimiter. In this example, we are providing comma within group order by clause. Let me go to provided data first. Checking provided data or sample data. Its name is here employees view. Suppose I am going to select employee ID, first name, last name and department ID from employees view. When I run this code, then it will display result as shown below. This result is only partial result because it has total 27 records, but in this slide it has displayed only 20 records. From this result, it has employee ID, first name, last name, department ID. But in this question, our aim is to create a report that is department-wise name list, last name list separated by comma. For example, here department ID 90, it has 3 records. But we are going to create one single row for department ID 90. That means first it comes here department ID 90. After then name list is we have to create a name list King, Kochar and Dehan, which are separated by comma. Let me go through second step, that means getting a list of last name by department. I am using here LISTAGG aggregate function. Select department ID. I am going to use or create one extra column which counts the number of employee per department. Count star as employee count. LISTAGG function. Last name, because we are creating a list in this last name column. Separated by comma. Within group, order by last name as last name list. From employees view, group by department ID, order by department ID. When we run this code, then it will display result as shown below. That means it contains here department ID, employee count and last name list, because I have selected here 3 columns. For example, here department ID 90, it has last name list here Dehan, comma, King, comma, Kochar. That means it has created last name list by department which are separated by comma. Let me run this code in our Oracle developer window and observe the result. This is Oracle developer window where I am going to run those examples which I explained before. That means I am going to run those code. First one is checking provided sample data. I am selecting only 4 columns from provided dataset, where we have provided here employees view. Select employee ID, first name, last name and department ID. Let me run this code. This is our result window. We have here total 27 record, but in previous window or previous slide I have provided only partial data. That means record 20 records. This result contains employee ID, first name, last name and department ID. From this question, our aim is we have to create a report for each department which contains single one row, and next one it contains here a list of last name. For example, department ID 90, we have 3 records. But we are going to create a report which contains only one row for department ID 90, which contains last name King, comma, Kochar, comma, Dahan. Let me go through second step. That means getting a list of last name by department. Here I am going to select here department ID, and I am using here, or I am adding one extra column which counts employee by department, count star as employee count, comma, list egg, last name, comma, here delimiter, where delimiter is comma here, because we are creating a report which provides the list of last name which are separated by comma. Within a group, order by last name as last name list from employee view, group by department ID, order by department ID. Let me run this code and observe the result. This is our final result. That means result contains only 3 columns: department ID, employee count, last name list. For example, here department ID 10, it has only 1 employee. Department ID 20, it has 2 employees, where last name is separated by comma. Similarly, department ID 90, it has 3 employees. For example, here Dahan, comma, King, comma, Kochar. This is our final result. In this way, we can create a report, that means department-wise report, which contains last name or list of the last name separated by comma by using LISTAGG aggregate function. That's all about question number 31. Thank you.